Okay, so today we're going to be making ear cuffs. We're, we're going to be making ear cuffs and wrist cuffs. To make an ear cuff, you want to take about, I guess this is 8 inches, 9 inches of wire of the 16 gauge. And also, I'll be taking about 15 inches, a little over a foot of the 22 gauge wire. Hello, lovely.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. I started recording. I'm doing an ear cuff. And
Okay.
for an ear cuff, what I was saying was we're gonna take about 9 or 10 inches of this 16 gauge wire and about 15 inches of the 22 gauge wire. And just like we did the rings, we wrapped that around. Hey everyone.
Hey.
Okay, so what I've done, and I just started maybe like 60 seconds ago. Um, I took 9 or 10 inches of the 16 gauge wire, and then about 15 inches, a little over a foot of the 22 gauge wire, and I'm just wrapping it around. We're gonna do an ear cuff today. Because I remember saying today we're gonna do an ear cuff and a wrist cuff. Ear cuffs are really fun. So when you wrap that 22 gauge wire around the piece of the 16 gauge, you should have some slack left at the top, just like with the rings. And that's where you can put any bead or crystal on the ear cuff. And I cut a second piece, so I'll be doing it again. Be doing it twice. We got this much of the 16 gauge wire, about 9 inches. And then we'll take a little over a foot of wire from the 22 gauge, probably about 15 inches of wire, and cut that off. Then we take it between our thumb and index finger, and we just wrap around with the wraparound, with the wraparound. And I always find that it's easier for me as I wrap more around to slide my thumb and index finger up closer to where I'm wrapping. Till you get to the very end There's no wire left on that end. And you secure it with the pliers. Just so it's not poking you. And I'm gonna leave some slack unwrapped on the other end so I can put a crystal on the ear cuff. And you don't have to put crystals on the ear cuff. You can just do shapes and designs, but who wouldn't want a crystal or a bead on their ear cuff? And it'll be just like the ring. Let's see. I think today I'll use these tiger's eye beads. Same thing as the big beads. As long as it's something that have a hole in it where you can string it through, same thing. But I believe for this first one, I'll do a tiger's eye.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for clarity. So the section where we're gonna put the crystal, that's the section that needs the extra, but the other end shouldn't have anything extra?
Exactly.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. Oh, you wearing your ring? Yes, ma'am.
This is all decked out.
Yeah.
Right. It's nice to be decorated.
Okay. And just like yesterday with the ring, you just thread your bead on and we're going to grab it and wrap this around to secure that in place. Just like the ring.
Put this by your side because you made that technically.
So now we got on mine a secured tiger's eye, but it'd be any bead or any crystal bead. And just like with the ring, we grab the end and we start tucking it under. And we're going to do that until we got the circle up under the bead. Just like that. Just tuck and roll. Same as with the rings. See, everything is so similar when it comes to making these things. Okay. I'm going to do it again with this piece, but this time I'll use a plastic bead. I'll use pink. Pink is cute. Same thing as before. With the rings, you thread it onto the 22 gauge wire. This one is more at the end, but that's okay. And you take the wire, twist it around to secure the bead.
Did it twice around?
That sounds good.
And I'm going to secure that with the pliers just so I'm not poking anybody. And tuck and roll. So now I've done it twice, once with a little sparkle bead and once with a tiger's eye. Very similar. Crystals are always going to be more chunky and stick out, of course, because they're crystals. Beads usually fit right into the spiral. So the next step after you get your crystal or bead secured, same thing as with the ring. You take the pliers and you grab it firm and you pull the wire up over. Take the pliers, grip it firm, right in the middle, and pull the wire straight. And pull it straight. See that? See that shape? We're almost to the fun part. Now I know I almost lost my stuff seeing everybody put on their rings. When I see y'all put on these ear cuffs after we make them, y'all might holler. Y'all might hear me holler. I like ear cuffs. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to this other one too. And right at the base where I've turned it, I'm gonna take it and grip with the pliers and then grip the other side with my fingers and pull it up like that. And then I'll grip right in the middle with the pliers and pull it straight up and down, straight out like that. So then I've got very similar thing going on both pieces. And then, and this is gonna be a lot easier than you think. Cause I just use my fingers and I take it and I bring it together. And what's that now? It look like an ear, don't it? Look like an ear.
Yes.
So after you got the ear shape, you're gonna take this, the pliers, and you're gonna pull the wire. Oh, let me turn it this way. Gonna pull the wire out again. Let me do it with the other one, because I don't know if that one was if I had a good angle for when I did that. So we're gonna take our fingers and pull our fingers together, and that make the ear shape. Then we take the pliers firm and grab the wire, and we pull it straight at a 90-degree angle, just like that. So now, once again, both of these that I've done are very similar. Brooke, yours is perfect. That's the shape we're looking for.
Thank you. Gracie told me to leave.
And of course, if you struggle to bend it with your fingers, you can always use the pliers. It is a lot easier with the pliers. Bends a lot easier with the pliers. So, okay. After we get the crescent shape for the ear, we're gonna do the same thing on this end that we do with the rings, and come and tuck it under. I'll do twice for this one. And then I'm gonna grab at the base of that ear shape where I've turned it at a 90-degree angle and bring it back over the pliers, and then come under and grab it. And bend it over one last time. So then you'll have a shape at the bottom. And I'm gonna do it again with this one. We'll take this end, grip it, tuck and roll at least twice. You can do it more than twice, but at least twice. This one I did 3 times till I have that nice little spiral. Then I'll take the pliers here and grab the spiral and bring the wire up. Then I'll grip again, grab the wire, bring it down. And now we have that shape again. The bottom, this one was a little longer than this one, but that's okay. Same idea. And the last step to complete our ear cuff, after we do that, we'll take the pliers here at this part and bring it up just to straighten it. Show you the difference. Because once you bring it up and straighten it, it will more secure it on someone's ear. I'll do it again on this one. Get that and bring it up. Ooh, this one's gonna be cute. This is gonna be cute. Because you can bring it up like that, or you can have it the shape at the bottom, you can have it straight down. I'll show you the difference, how it look on the ear. So this one, let me take off my earring. This one that's straight up and down is gonna come underneath the earlobe like an earring dangle.
Mhm.
And then this one is gonna do more of like a hug on the back of the ear. It's gonna hug it. You see the difference in that?
Yeah.
I don't know which one's my favorite. I like them both ways. And the good thing about ear cuffs is a lot of people will buy one ear cuff from you, but a lot of people want a pair so they can wear one on each side. And just like the rings, just like the nose cuffs, lip cuffs, the ear cuffs are adjustable too. So someone can get it and squeeze it if they have a smaller ear,
Let me
or
see
if
the
they
picture.
have a bigger ear, they can pull it larger and it will fit. And then you can even buy like the little dangly charms and put them on the 22 gauge wire and wrap them at the bottom and it'll dangle. You can do anything with these.
Interesting.
And of course, just like everything, once you make it a couple times, you be a pro. You be a pro. I think I like this one most. And now, the moment I've been waiting for. How do you say it? The piece de resistance. Whatever they be saying. I learned that from cartoons. We're gonna make a wrist cuff. Ooh, we're gonna make a wrist cuff. So to make a wrist cuff, you can use the 16 gauge wire, but I would suggest the 14 gauge wire. But for today, we're gonna use the 16 gauge wire for a demonstration. And we're gonna cut. I don't know how long this is. How long is this wire? Probably about 16 inches of wire, 17 inches maybe, but it's not 2 full feet of wire. We're gonna cut 2 of these pieces of wire. See, you got measuring tape, you on point. I don't know what I did with mine. I had one. So I've been trying to eyeball my measurements. Had one once upon a time. But yes, we'll cut 2 pieces of wire that length. And then with the 22 gauge wire, it will be, we'll do 2 feet of that. We'll do the whole 2 feet, 24 inches, about an arm's length of the 22 gauge wire. And y'all gotta excuse my sniffles. I'm sniffling.
Yeah.
My son had it first, and then I got it. You know, them toddlers be carrying the cooties. Them toddlers be carrying the cooties.
They sure do. And want to be all up in your face with it.
Yeah, clingy. And was eating off of my spoon. I was like, come on, man. And now he's all better because I done doctored on him.
Right.
But now I gotta go through the course. But it's okay. Things I do for love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me know when we got our wire cut out. Look like we almost there.
We done perfected the method at this point. So, 1, 2, 3, this. Yeah, like that.
Beautiful.
How many of the 22 gauge?
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is just like the rings, just like the ear cuff, I'm gonna grab the 22 gauge with my index and thumb, and I'm gonna wrap it around both of the 16 gauge. You're gonna put both of the 16 gauge pieces together. You're gonna even them out, and you're gonna take the 22 gauge wire and you're gonna wrap it around both of the 16 gauges, securing them together. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be if that's what you like. You know, some people like everything uniform, equidistant, but I love the whimsical. But you're not going to wrap it all the way to the end. You're going to leave about 2 or 3 inches on the end. Just like the rings or the ear cuffs, one end we secure with the pliers, the other end we leave our slack. And for my bead, I'll do a crystal again. I'll just do tiger's eye. It's the same thing as the rings, as the ear cuff. And we're just gonna thread this on to the 22 gauge wire. And secure it. This time, I'm gonna wrap the wire around the front and come back and wrap wire around the back also. And then I'll keep wrapping until all that slack is gone.
No, save your beads.
It's pretty.
Yeah, I tried it.
And with the wrist cuffs, you know, you can add beads, you can add crystals, or you can leave them just wire. Some people like them just wire.
Just wrap it over itself.
Wrap it around the far side to secure it, and then wrap it back around the other side as well.
Oh, the little barrettes in her hair. Those were the days.
No,
Those were the days. You are so beautiful.
hey, sweetie.
You know that. Hello, lovely. You gonna make some jewelry one day too?
Yeah.
That's great. I love to hear it.
She already playing in it. She playing in my bead.
I love that.
Mommy, I found something.
Found it.
What do you do first?
You do this.
Hold on just a second.
So
You put them on top.
Okay. And it said I got 10 minutes left. So if the time run out, I'll make another Zoom and send the link like yesterday.
Where's what? I want to with the two.
Okay.
So, Mommy, really move the two.
Hold on.
I need this. Do I have this? Hi.
Hold on.
Okay. This is the fun part. These ends, I'm gonna pull them slightly apart so I can see that they're separate. And I'm gonna take one end and twist it under itself just like everything else. Like that. And then I'm gonna take the other end and twist it under the opposite way. See how cute that is? And I've left a little on the other end also, which, you know, this is just the basic shape for wrist cuff. You can do it. You can do it this way, or you can take one end and wrap it, take the other end, bend it over the top, and wrap it back toward. Because literally any shape that you make on these is going to be cute. Anything you do is going to be cute. But this is the easiest to wrap it one way and then wrap it the opposite direction. And it kind of it gives butterfly low key. It gives butterfly. Okay, let me go ahead and make the link for another Zoom before it cut me off. I'll be right back and I'll send the link to y'all Instagram.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you.